Support for today's show comes from Naturalicious. Designed to reduce time spent on wash day, Naturalicious delivers the results of 12 products in just 3, all while improving overall moisture retention and the health of your curly or coily hair. So, listen, I don't even have that much hair, but even still, wash day is always a burden. So any product that's going to cut down time, especially in the mornings when I'm trying to get out of here and get to my desk on time, I'm all for. So I can't wait to try my Naturalicious products because I'm always down for saving time. And that's much more time that I can spend in my beloved bed. Oh, God, so grateful. So try Naturalicious today so you can spend more time in your bed. Available at 1,200 Sally stores nationwide and online at SaveTimeOnWashDay.com.
Frozen, the newest hit musical from Disney on Broadway, is celebrating 1 year on Broadway with sensational special effects, stunning sets and costumes, and powerhouse performances. It's a Broadway experience like no other. There's twice as many songs as the award-winning film, and for the first time ever, Olaf is played by a woman. Ooh. Actress Ryan Redmond. Yes.
Love it.
So, I went to go see Frozen, and let me tell you something. It was a Wednesday night well spent. Aww. I had a blast. I had a blast. Had such a good time. It was like little witty jokes in there. It was just, the special effects were litty. Let me say, when Elsa let it go, she let it go. Yeah. Okay. Like, they really gave it to us. I really suggest that you guys go, and definitely, please, you'll have a good time. It doesn't matter where you fall on the range. Mm-hmm. You're going to have a blast. Visit frozenthemusical.com/podcast for a special offer and get your tickets today.
Do it.
Tell me, fellas, have you seen her? It was about 5 minutes ago when I see the hottest chick that is young and never seen before. I say, tell the girls I want to meet her. On second thought, that ain't the way to go.
Wrong key, girl.
I gotta give a game proper. Spit it so she'll get it, then she'll get. I gotta stop her. I should have talked about a smile.
Chris did not have a list. You're being disrespectful. This is my song.
I'm out of time. She's at the door. I gotta go for mine. I think I say, I don't know your name, but excuse me, miss. I say the last song for you.
No, my gosh.
And I gotta admit that you got my attention. You're making me want to say,
Chris did not have a list.
He said attention.
He did not. He said attention.
Listen to the song. He said attention.
He did not.
Said attention.
You are just ridiculous. That's just not true. It's just not true.
He said, look, I was about to list.
Exactly.
He said
Chris Brown did not have a lisp. And I don't remember him having a lisp ever.
Maybe it wasn't as strong as mine was, but I want you all to go back and listen to the song and realize that your boy Christopher Maurice Brown said attention.
I want to be where you are. Ain't nothing wrong with dancing.
Baby, it's so romantic. Baby. I sound just like him.
No, you don't. Either way, praise the Lord, niggas. Jade is irritating. I'm Keia.
I'm irritating, Jade.
We are here to talk about adulting, the good, the bad, the ugly, the tests, the trials, the twists, the turns, the temptations, and the taxes of being an adult in the year of our Lord 2019.
That was cute. That was cute. What's up, sis? What's happening?
That was ugly.
19.
It was very Elvis.
I was thinking more like Jerome. But I'm cool. Just got back from DC. We're a little late this week because
just a touch.
We had to go elsewhere for the Wix. But we're here and accounted for.
Present.
Dopest dinner party was
dope.
The dopest dinner party I had. I'm just so grateful to you all for coming out and supporting. My sis came out the second night.
It was such a good time. I ate amazing food. None of my clothes fit. It's fine.
At least you enjoyed it because somebody, you know what? Do I want to...
Wait, what?
My petty peeve? Do I want to be that petty peeve or do I want to just say it now?
Somebody had not nice things to say.
You know what? I'm going to wait. That's going to be my petty peeve.
Oh.
Not anybody who was at the dinner at all.
Okay.
Everybody was at the dinner saying praises, but
I was like, because I had an awesome time.
I'll save it. No, I'm going to save it. But outside of that, I'm good getting the house settled in. You know what I'm saying? Getting everything together. Just excited to be in this new space and like not, in two spaces. How are you? Yes.
Just a little choked up
Get
right
it
now.
together.
Sorry. Oh my goodness.
Get it together.
I don't know what just happened there. But I'm doing
smoking?
okay. No, I'm not.
Can you imagine?
Oh my goodness. I don't know what just happened. I got a little choked up, but I'm doing okay. Busy. Busy's a blessing though, so ain't nobody complaining.
That's right.
Trying to get things ready and together. Listen here, ladies. I'm not even going to hold y'all, but if you are in the LA area and you have any intention, desire, hope, wish, prayer to come to the Women of Color and Community Brunch that we're going to be having on April the 6th.
Yes.
You might want to move your feet, sis, because when I tell you that the tickets are moving on down the road, I don't want you to miss. I don't want you to miss it. It's going to be amazing. Sarah Jakes Roberts, Dr. Anita Phillips. We're going to have awesome conversation about what it's like to be a woman with purpose, trying to figure out this thing called life and balancing life career with kind of personal development, figuring out what your purpose is and how to kind of create synergy in all the different areas and demands of your life. We're going to talk about all kinds of things. It's going to be a dope, decorated space. It's going to be catered by a brilliant Black woman chef. And Jade's going to be there.
The menu looks amazing.
Oh, yes. Jade's going to be our host. We're gonna play Black Girl Card Revoked. There's gonna be live painting by Sierra Lynn. There's gonna be vending by Zen in a Jar. It's going to be an experience. I'm telling you, man. You want to get your things and you want to get your things quickly because ticket sales are gonna wrap up really soon. I think April 1st is when we gotta cut it off. And there's not that many left, sis. So I don't want you to nobody to call me like, is there any way? No, when y'all I need y'all to get your things, okay? And you can't say I haven't told you because this is your warning. I'm super excited. We got awesome, amazing, fantastic speakers. Shout out to sponsors. We got shout out to Loudspeakers Network, Zen in a Jar, Herpothecary, MyTeeSharp, Genuine Gemini, and Crystal West LLC. We're just doing so many awesome. Thank you so much to everyone for believing in me and Team Typing Fast and my team and what we're trying to build. It's going to be amazing. April 6th. You don't want to miss it, girl.
You don't.
My
I'm gonna be right up in that thing eating all the food. Oh
my God, it's gonna be so good. Red velvet waffles. Y'all know how we love red velvet things.
Yeah, niggas love. They go up for red velvet.
It's gonna be so good. You know, we like, oh, it's red velvet.
Spice,
shrimp and grits.
Spice.
I know how y'all Blacks go up for the grits. It's gonna be dope. I can't wait to see you guys. So yeah, come sit with us. But that's what I've been doing, working really hard. Also, I'm going April 23rd at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be a part of a fantastic webinar. On reimagining the way that we do organizational research for social justice. I'm going to leave that flyer. It's going to be on my social media. So yeah, we're busy. We're booked. We're doing things. Work is work. Work is great. I feel like I'm walking in my purpose, and that is equal parts scary and exhilarating. I feel like maybe we could have a show about this later, but I don't know if anybody else is having this struggle. But you know how you pray for something and you pray, not even pray for something, well, generally speaking, you pray for general things in your life like wisdom and opportunity and purpose and alignment. You pray for those things because, you know, those are the things that we say that we want in life. But when God starts moving things in place, sometimes it's like, oh, this is really happening. Like, this is happening. Going. This is happening right now. And then for me, I'm finding I am struggling in the way of readiness. I want to be ready. I want to stay ready, but I don't always know what ready looks like. And I don't know if anybody is out there with me, but like, how do we ensure that we are ready when things start to shift? Because when we praying, like God be listening, he be like, oh, all right, bet. He start moving things, and then, you got to deliver, and it's like, oh, I got to do this right now. Okay.
Absolutely.
But yeah, maybe we'll get into that. Let us know if that's something y'all want us to talk about around the kitchen table, because I feel like I might be able to speak to that and share my experience. I don't have any strategies for navigating it just yet because I'm very much in that process, but we gonna get there.
I'm excited. I'm proud of you. I cannot wait to be in the space and see another successful Team Typing Fast event. It's gonna be lovely. You have some amazing guests in the house.
It's gonna be dope.
You guys, if you have not, well, all of you cannot have been to a Team Typing Fast event. Team Typing Fast events are just lovely bouginess. Like, you sit at a beautiful table.
No, not lovely.
Beautiful decorations. It's wonderful place settings. You get great gifts. You get an amazing word from whoever is there, because Keia always gets people of substance. Always. And this time you get Sarah Jakes Roberts.
I know, right? Out here. My mind is blown away.
Come on.
But yeah, it's going to be amazing.
So we'll see you out there.
Yes, April 6th, the tickets. You can find this bit.ly TFTCLA19, all caps.
All in Kia's social media.
Yeah, all there. So yeah, sis, y'all want to get into the show now?
Let's go ahead and get into this trash.
Okay.
Because we kept the trash so brief last week and there's things going on. There's lots of trash.
We're backed up, man.
We're very backed up. We need to eat our greens.
Absolutely.
And it's not all good, but you know what? We're going to just get right on into it.
It's a trash evergreen. Sometimes, but not often.
Daniel Caesar. Daniel Caesar has disappointed me because I really do enjoy Daniel Caesar.
I mean, okay.
I do. I enjoy his music. But he did an Instagram live where he proceeded to ask Black people why we are so mean to white people.
Holy God.
Daniel.
What? Like, honestly, that's what he did.
That's what he did. You didn't see it?
No.
He said, there are things in the past and he understands, but he feels like we're in a new place and a new day. And he feels like Black people just find a reason to be mean to white people.
Like, honestly, he said that?
I'm dead ass. You can go watch the video. Let me see if I can find
I saw
transcript.
All I'm seeing is the apology. And they said D. Ray McKesson had a conversation with him.
Good.
Which I would like to see, because somebody should have pulled this coattail. But evidently he's apologized. Like, he went on live and apologized for what he said.
Well, good.
Because
it was foolish.
He said he was drunk, so blame it on the alcohol, I suppose.
That is not always the excuse.
He said, I expressed my opinion in a very pretentious... Okay, that's why I was struggling, because there's no... I was talking down to you guys, you know what I'm saying? So I guess they are quoting him talking in this live. I apologize for how I expressed my idea, because that is where I went wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. So he's not necessarily apologizing for what he said, but I think he's saying he expressed his opinion in a pretentious way. And like I guess he was perceived, he thought that people perceived that he was talking down to people, and that's not the case. So I still don't buy it. And
yeah, I'm irritated about it.
I won't be, I'm all set.
He's irritated me because I really enjoy this album. But whatever.
Exactly that.
Okay, so Jussie Smollett has had all 16 felony counts that he was charged with dropped.
So So, okay, I will admit that I have not said much about this because I felt like I did not have enough information to form an opinion, and something on the inside of me was very uncomfortable with taking the word of the Chicago Police Department over anybody, especially a man of color. But either way, I felt like I didn't know enough to have an opinion of over whether Jesse was guilty or innocent or anything like that. It was just a really sad situation. That is really like complex for a couple different reasons, because I had the opportunity. Remember I told you and when I was in Atlanta last week, I was observing an anti-racism training, which I was like really like nervous about going to at first, because, you know, who wants to sit in a room full of privileged people kind of being faced with their privilege and made aware of kind of like larger systems and structures of systemic racism and white supremacy. Nobody wants to sit and watch that, because that's like a heavy conversation. But honestly, it was one of the most enlightening experiences that I've had in a really long time. And I think that it is something that we all should, even people of color who kind of live this thing out day to day. I think it's something that we all should probably, you know, it wouldn't hurt us to kind of get a little bit more kind of structured instruction or information about. Because one of the facilitators said something, and I tweeted it because it really kind of stuck with me. She kind of used it as an example of how systems and structures of racism are designed to kind of keep like existing social hierarchies in place. So like the interests of white people are going to be maintained at all costs. And she used the example of how, you know, this whole Jesse thing and how you know, what's alleged that he did, and the criminal investigation and him being charged. She juxtaposed that with like Ryan Lochte from the summer 2016 Olympics in Rio, and how he and his drunken teammates got together and essentially did the same thing that they accused Jesse of doing, and really didn't face any consequences beyond being suspended from work for a couple of months. So like a paid vacation, so to speak. So, and how Jesse was accused of this crime and literally got 16 criminal counts, was facing upwards of 50 years in federal prison. So just thinking about like what it means to have, like that's just using that as an example of how white privilege operates, not just in this country, but like globally, because the Olympics were not even in this country, but still, you know, it Ryan Lochte did what he did and was able to leave Rio unscathed, literally accusing people of that country of doing crimes that they did not commit. So,
yep.
All that to say, it's not lost on me that you know, you just kind of tuck that in the back of your mind with in the file marked like why the world is so effed up. But yeah, I guess long story less long, I'm glad Jesse don't got to go to jail. And he gets to be out with his family and friends and salvage his career in some way. I really hope that he can recover from this. It's just a lot. And again, I don't know what happened in Chicago.
I don't know what happened. The whole shit is confusing. What happened. It's weird. It's a weird ass story. It is what it is. Like, but ultimately, like, let's say the entire thing was true, right? Let's say the whole thing was made up and it's fucked up and all of that. It's still 16 felony counts in 50 years is still excessive. Like, there's so many other things that we need to be focusing on as far as people getting locked up and so forth and so on, that I don't like, that's just excessive. And who trusts the police? Who trusts Chicago police? We all sat up here and saw how Chicago police are in cahoots with Roberto Sylvester. You know what I'm saying? And we'll call him and warn him of certain things. So we all saw that. But like, I don't know. The whole thing is just weird. The whole story is weird. The police, like, I don't trust none of them. The whole social justice system, like, I don't know what's true and what's not. But I know 16 counts is excessive.
Yeah, Jesse. Yeah.
And that's that on that. Like that's
Right.
I'm just gonna leave that. Cardi B.
Oh goodness.
Is back in social media, quote unquote, news because a video resurfaced in Instagram Live. Y'all got to stop. Y'all got to be more careful. An Instagram Live resurfaced of Cardi saying that back in the day she used to use sex by drugging and raping niggas in order. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. Drugging and robbing niggas in order to survive. She has received a lot of backlash. Apparently there was a hashtag created, Surviving Cardi B, which is ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
Dang.
And so then she got back on, today's press.
Oh my God. Press
conferences, Instagram, and did a PSA letting everybody know that, her past is her past and she's never claimed to be an angel. She's always, she's had certain issues that she's been very open about, and she doesn't understand why niggas are going off because they glorify, grimy behavior in male dominated, because hip hop is a male dominated line of work.
I mean, I think, and I mean, to be, I guess to her point, and I don't even know if this is not me caping for Cardi. I don't know this story. And I feel like I don't really believe, I'm not comfortable with her drugging and robbing anybody.
Right.
But I do feel like, the point that she's trying to make, that in a male dominated world of hip hop, this is not the first time a rapper has talked about doing heinous things on a song. And I guess she's suggesting that because niggas do it, she can do it too. That I feel like is a weak rationale. And I would have liked to see her take more responsibility. I do feel like when you give people an inch, they're going to run a mile with it, especially in this day and age. And I think that a lot of this could be circumvented if people would just have the proper teams and professionals in place to handle this kind of stuff. I was telling Jay before we started recording that what really frustrates me about this in this age, in this day and age, is that I feel like people no longer see the value in paying a publicist to do this work. And Instagram has given people license and put a battery in their back and, feel like all these people can speak for themselves. And I'm not saying that you can't speak for yourself, but when you have so much to lose, when you've built a brand, when you've literally taken yourself to the level of where it's not just you speaking for you, or speaking to people that you know personally, but when you have a platform like Cardi's, you should never be in a place. You should be in the place where anything that you send, you should send to somebody else first. I just think because you just got too much to lose. You got too much to lose, I think. And if it were me, like if I were Cardi B and had a 2018 that changed my whole life, right? One of the first things that I would do is put systems and mechanisms in place to protect what I got. And that means, and that's not, I'm not just talking about money. So we talking about secure the bag. Securing the bag is not just about getting the bag.
It's not getting the bag. It is keeping it secure.
It's about keeping the bags that you got. Right? So it's like, you got a lot to lose. You say one dumb thing and the whole world will run amok. And why not? I want to know why. I want to know why Cardi doesn't have people in place to vet her post and people in place who are watching and searching and Googling. Like, people should have been Googling Cardi. People on Cardi's team should be Googling Cardi day to day, such that anything that comes up that throws a wrench in what Cardi's working on now needs to be taken care of, needs to be checked, because that's how rich white people do it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to scour and literally search and hire private investigators to find how they've been scamming the game. So I just want to know when we are going to get to the point where we learn how to protect what we work so hard to get, so that we can keep it for a little while longer than 3 to 5 years. That's all I'm asking. Why don't people have publicists? Why don't people have publicists? Why don't people have publicists?
Instagram is not a publicist.
Instagram is not a press conference. It's not a press junket. It is not like, I want you guys, like, I don't know. I just wish that we got into a place where the ease and intuitiveness that goes behind some of these social media platforms is really a gift and a curse, because what it has done is like really cheapened the way that we handle our business sometimes. And Cardi is more than just Belle Khalees from the Bronx, right? Cardi is now an empire in and of herself. So it's her responsibility to have people around her to ensure that nobody is coming for the empire. So I'm not saying, sure, she's not a perfect person. Nobody is. But I think that someone with some background, some experience in how to handle and navigate these kinds of matters might have given Cardi some perspective around how she might go about responding to something like this, instead of just saying, "Oh, they did it too." The
problem is that Cardi will not. She will not get the proper people around her.
You got to level up your squad.
You do.
Your squad got to level up right at the same time you leveling up. Otherwise, you always going to be stuck.
Can I say something?
It's critical to have people around you that can help you and vet you and call you out when you do dumb things. That's the only way you're going to continue to glow up.
And I want y'all to listen to me right quick. You may not agree with me initially, and you may roll your eyes and suck your teeth and be real big mad. But your family is not always your level up.
Most of the time, they not.
Most of the time, they not. You can love your family to pieces and love them down. But when you are trying to get to a place and you have to establish people who have a history of and have a career and have experience handling certain issues, it's time that you start utilizing those resources, paying the money that you should pay because of the money that you make in order to continue to protect what you have coming in. That is what me and Keia are saying secure the bag is. Securing the bag doesn't mean just getting an ad and then all of a sudden you up on the TV, you in the Super Bowl and everybody's like, secure the bag. No, that's part of securing the bag, but you've got to be able to hold on to that bag.
It's just and family, especially when it comes to like parents and those kinds of things, I don't even feel bad about that, because I feel like that's what they invested all that time and energy and patience in me so that I could go past them. Right. And take this whole family line thing to the next level. And God knows, y'all know I love Rhonda. That's my boo. Right. But I learned a little while ago that, there were certain things that my mom could help me with and certain things that was just above her pay grade. Right. And it's and that maybe that's not the right way to put it, but I'm saying that I've learned that I've had to expand. It's not saying that I'm replacing the role that she plays, but there are just other people within my network of mentorship and growth and development that can help me in ways that my mama can't. And then there are ways that my mama can't help me that can't nobody else help me. It's just about diversifying. It's not about replacing, but it's about diversifying. You got to continue to squat up. You got to squat up it's got to match your climb, because y'all know TD Jakes is my daddy in my head. He says all the time how like eagles don't kick it with chickens. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the eagles fly by the farm, you know, and holler at the roosters. How y'all doing? All right. Good to see y'all. Okay. But, you know, he might come by and see, everybody doing all right? You look good. But they not going to kick it. They don't just be down on the ground with the chickens. No, their job is to be soaring through the sky with massive wingspan. So they speak to the chickens when they run past. Hey, y'all look all right. But they don't kick it with the chickens. So like, I'm so disgusted. Cardi, do better. There was so much more. We talked about, transparency. We had a technical issue and my recorder stopped recording and I didn't realize it, and we missed about 10 minutes of talking, and I'm frustrated.
Yes.
But we're back, we're regrouping. We talked about Wendy Williams' return after announcing that she's been in the sober house and kind of coming clean with America about her substance abuse issues. We talked about how Judge Greg Mathis is on all over the internet and actually on television, evidently, being himself and being obsessed with calling people crackheads. So he called Wendy a crackhead, allegedly. Right. So,
we talked about how Big Kev is a bully.
Yes.
How he is the reason why Wendy and Charlamagne allegedly did not have a relationship any longer.
And he has a baby.
All due to his own infidelity.
So yeah, I mean, it's problematic. And I mean, just addictive behaviors manifest themselves in many different forms. So if Wendy's struggling with substance abuse, and the way that this relationship, it doesn't seem like a healthy situation. It almost feels like, she might be addicted to being mistreated by her husband.
I mean, that's actually a real thing. Like, it's not even, that's a real thing. And then you've got Stockholm Syndrome. There's a whole lot of things that go into it. It's not always as black and white as, this is what's happening to me and I'm ready to just walk away right now. Unfortunately, a lot of people are dealing with the emotional and mental trauma that comes along with that. And it's different reactions to it. And I just hope that outside of the sober house, which I'm glad she's gone, and if that's what she feels like she needs to do for her substance abuse issue, you know what I'm saying? I just hope that she's able to seek some sort of like emotional therapy as well, because clearly your nigga is a raggedy ass nigga. Like, it just is what it is.
I mean, I feel like there's probably it's complicated because they work together and he produces the show. So it will probably be really challenging for her to kind of make a clean break from this unhealthy situation. But I'm hoping that she's getting whatever that she needs. And I'm happy that she's back. Back to being messy on everybody's daytime television programming. We also quickly touched upon Rebecca Donaldson and her children scamming the U.S. higher education, and how it wasn't really a shock to me because, for a long time, people have been using wealth and riches and as a tool of college access, right? So this is not a thing, but it is interesting to me to kind of notice that these really wealthy people, this family that's worth close to $1 billion. And I mean, Becky's kids, like the girl herself, Olivia herself has endorsements, makeup partnerships, makeup brands. Like she's worth herself, she's worth a lot of money, but still they went through this whole farce of putting together this scam to get them into college. And I'm like, for what? I mean, because clearly your girl went on IGTV with a solo cup in hand, talking about how she was only going to college for the let out, right? So
I don't really like school.
Right. Like so like, what you doing this for? Like your mother's literally, imagine spending like $50 million to get your child in school for your child to go on the internet, on Al Gore's internet and say, I'm over here, to see what these boys talk about. Like, I mean, what does that say? It says a lot about what's going on in this country.
It says that you've taught nothing but privilege and entitlement to your little rotten rat. And you know what I'm saying? They don't even have enough common sense, let alone respect, than to get up on social media saying some dumbass shit. And it infuriates me as a person of color because you've got so many different kids out here, smart, intelligent children of color, no matter what their background may be.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
people of color who don't have the resources and have the opportunities to be able to take their education further. And you've got these little rotten guinea pigs running around, jumping on the internet, talking about how they don't really give a shit about
But even further than that, though, what really just burns my grits is the fact that it is these same children whose parents have literally scam them into college will sit across from me or somebody who looks like me or comes from a background like mine and literally sit across from me and say that I've got to earn my way. I got to earn my spot. But your daddy brought your way in. I mean, this is not new. This is not news. I mean, George Bush went to Yale, y'all. So, like, come on.
Right.
Let's call a thing a thing. You say I'm doing my Ian Lahan. But she be like, come on. Let's call things, beloved.
George Bush went to Yale.
Let's get to the rock gut truth of that. Like white people have been doing this stuff for years, centuries. This is not a new phenomenon at all.
Nepotism, right? Buying your way.
Literally we was talking about this before about literally when we talking about Ryan Lochte. We was talking about how institutions, systems, structures in this country are literally set up to keep existing hierarchies of status and wealth and race like in place. Like that's just what it is, right? And higher education is very much a part of that system. And as someone who's worked in higher education almost 20 years and been studying higher education, I feel like I know enough to say that without any doubting. Like I know that to be a fact. The system is designed to do what it's doing. Okay. Exactly. So Rebecca Donaldson.
Who were these systems set up by?
Listen, and who are they set up to serve?
Hello, FUBU.
Woo, okay. Well, I feel better now that we've tried to salvage some of the trash that we've lost. But let us.
It's actually called footboot. It's called
my
footboot.
God.
For them, by them.
Literally, footboot. Man. We talk about this all the time. I'm presenting my research is about this in a lot of ways, talking about how institutions are structured to be exclusionary to certain kinds of people. And if we're talking about reform and change and making things more equitable and inclusive, it's going to have to be more than lip service. It's going to have to be more than just using the word diversity. We're going to have to really get at some of the things that we've been doing that are ingrained into our policies and culture and legacy and traditions that are literally set up to keep some of us, away from the table. We don't get no seats. Right. So let's just talk about it. But either way, y'all ain't come to hear me preach, I'm sure.
My sister's popping right now. Like.
All right, let's shout out the sisters. Sisters are doing it for themselves. We forgot to talk about Kim Burrell. I think long story less long. Long story less long. I just really want the people that are in relationship and friendship with Kim Burrell to just get her into a group chat. I don't know, friends. But I would hope that someone who cares about her enough would just, pull her to the side and just say, sis, the next time you want to say something ridiculous, say it in here. You don't got to say it into the microphone. Just say it right here. Because, we all say crazy things, shady things. But, listen, whatever she said about Fantasia was just wholly unnecessary and it was inaccurate.
It was also just hateful.
It was dumb. It was dumb because I feel like, number one, Fantasia had never said she was vying to play Aretha Franklin. Never, not one time.
Nope.
Leandria, okay, so she was saying that Fantasia doesn't sound like Aretha Franklin. Let me tell you something. Neither does Leandria. But so okay. Like, and if she does, whether she does or does not, I would imagine that if anybody playing Aretha in a biopic, they would use Aretha's voice and not theirs. No? Okay. Furthermore, this is like, who asked you, sis?
That's really the long and the short of everything that comes out of Kim Burrell's mouth. Nobody gives a fuck and nobody ever asked her anything, and yet she still keeps
Like when you don't have nothing to say nothing.
Say nothing.
Say nothing.
Not everything.
Not
Say
everything.
nothing.
And not everything into the microphone on the internet. But say nothing. And I just really want to, can I plug the girl who was holding the camera, but can I plug her between her eyes just one time? Shut your mouth. Just shut up. Please.
It's true.
Girl, just being the battery that Kim Burrell needed in her bag, girl, and she couldn't even hear you down there sounding stupid. Talk about, no, she not. No, she not. Girl, shut your mouth. Shut up.
Talking about she been living in D.C. and I'm sorry, what did she say?
Who even cares? I don't know. But I was watching this like, this is the most ridiculous and unnecessary thing I've ever heard in all my life.
Oh, Kim Burrell, just go sit down somewhere. Let's be done with the trash.
Yes, I'm sorry. That was my bad.
No, you're fine. No, we needed to address it because Kim Burrell is dumb, and I don't feel bad about saying it.
I feel like I just want her to just not. I just want her to not. Her commentary, her singing, yes,
her unnecessary.
But commentary. Her gift, like what she's done. Listen, her artistry. Girl, I'm a fan.
Her homophobia.
But her commentary is where I struggle.
At this point, I don't even want to hear her singing. She can just go.
And that's why I feel like I'm going to shut up because that's another show. So we have 2 features in today's shout out to my sis, both of whom are sponsors for our upcoming Women of Color and Community Brunch for Team Typing Fast. The first one is Herpothecary, which is in fact a wonderful apothecary brand that carries all manner of shea butters and whipped soaps and artisan soaps, and it's just like it's a wellness shop. It's a
bath combo.
Yes, self-care and wellness and beauty brand that is not only affordable, but it's really high quality items that you can trust. When we putting things on our skin and stuff, we have to be very careful because you only get you're promised one set of skin.
That's it.
You don't get extras.
That's it.
So you got to take care of what you got while you got it. But Herpothecary is going to be a sponsor. That means her products will be featured in the swag bags. And she's been a sponsor for us before. And I really, really love her stuff. She's her awesome artisan soaps are my particular fave. She's got beautiful, juicy flavors and wonderful scents. It's just so much fun. And she's got great names, things like Milk and Honey, Honey Pot, Gilded Smoke. There's a blackout facial bar that features African black soap, Triple OG, Her Cleanse, Glow Up facial bar. I'm a big fan.
Ooh.
So everyone check out herpothecary.com and get your life and all of your skincare needs met. We also want to feature MyTeeSharp.com. I'm a big fan of MyTeeSharp.com. Y'all know that I love a graphic tee with something spicy that's written on the front. And
you're so spicy.
I love it. She features all manner of graphic tees and little makeup bags, novelty items like, canvas totes, and she does and buttons. Y'all know I live for a button, sweatshirts, t-shirts, all of that. So it is started as a 274 design studio in 2014, specializing in custom apparel and gifts. The creative juices started flowing, and there was many apparel ideas being left off the table. And as a result, MyTeeSharp was born. MyTeeSharp prides itself on bringing creative designs to its customers, also open to suggestions. So if you have something that you want to put on a t-shirt, MyTeeSharp can help you make that happen. So MyTeeSharp will be creating customized Make Them Pages Clap buttons for the members of Team Typing Fast that will be attending the event. And I'm a big fan. MyTeeSharp sent me a bunch of tees and sweatshirts. a couple weeks ago, and I've been wearing them. I actually wore one, the one I wore to the Anita Baker concert. The one that says, "You talking loud, but you ain't saying nothing." That was courtesy.
I won.
That is courtesy of MyTeeSharp. So I will put the contact information for both Herpothecary and MyTeeSharp in the description box. Shout out to these awesome brands that are owned and operated by brilliant Black women. We speak your name, Sistren. Thank you so much for supporting Teen Typing Fast and Gettin Grown. And we're looking forward to continue working with you in the very near future. This episode of Gettin Grown is brought to you by Shaper. Take networking from awkward to awesome with Shaper, the #1 professional networking platform that uses your experience, interests, and goals to help you make the right connections. Whether you are looking for investors, a co-founder, a new job opportunity, or just inspiring conversations, Shaper can connect you to professionals who truly want to share tips and help. Each day it suggests 15 people with similar goals and interests for you to meet. Then all you have to do is take a few minutes to swipe through your daily profiles and set up coffees with people who stand out, or you can drink tea if you're not a coffee drinker like me. If you're a professional, the Shaper app should be installed on your phone, period. Download the app today. Or check out Shaper online at shaper.co. That's Shaper, SHAPR.co to learn more about Shaper. Download the app and improve the way you network. The winter blues are coming to an end. Thank you, Lord, which means it's finally time to get back into the routine that empowers you to feel your healthiest with Care Of. It can be really hard to know what vitamins or supplements you should be taking, but Care Of makes it easy to find out what you specifically need to be your healthiest with their fun online quiz. Simply answer a few questions about your diet, health goals, and lifestyle choices, and get your personal scientifically backed vitamin and supplement recommendations in just 5 minutes.
There are even vegan and vegetarian supplement options available to match your dietary needs. So y'all know I love Care Of. It has a little quote on each packet. It's easy for me to travel with. I can take it to work on the go. I can grab one in the morning. I don't have to worry about a whole pill box, a whole to-do. I got my one packet that has all of my vitamins, all of my supplements in it, and it's absolutely amazing. And I think a specific health goal I have is to take more of my vitamins to make sure I'm building my immune system with the lack of sleep that I get. So my Care Of vitamins are essential to me. For 50% off your first month of personalized Care Of vitamins, go to takecareof.com and enter GROWN50. That's takecareof.com and enter GROWN50 for 50% off your first month of personalized Care Of vitamins. So Keia and I spoke to you all last week or the week before and said we want some updates on some of these honesty boxes that we get, because we get some good ones.
Yes, indeed.
And we need to know what's going on. We want the update. We're being nosy, you know what I'm saying? So you guys were so kind to apply, so we picked a few of updates that we have from different honesty boxes that we'll read. And that's going to serve as our kitchen table this week, being as this was a work week for us, a heavy one, and a travel week, and so forth and so on. We just want to keep it kind of light tonight. So the first one says, and hopefully you all can remember the honesty boxes.
Hopefully I can.
Right. I'm sorry, I will not remember the pseudonyms.
Oh, yeah.
But it says, "Hey, cousins, my original email was regarding the asshole who I went on a date with, and everything he said was irking the shit out of me. Jade opened my eyes wide open to the idea that I am a Jerry Seinfeld and I obsess over small problems. True as shit. After that date, I went on a break from dating because I need to self-reflect on what I was attracting, and I had to face the conclusion that I was definitely just not ready to date. Fast forward to about 2 weeks ago, I just got back on the apps, and the very first guy I talked to almost immediately asked me on a date. It was fun. Date number 1 was fun. Date number 2, he cooked for me, and it was delicious. Homemade meatballs and marinara.
Okay.
And he's never been shy to tell me how he feels about me. He's been super transparent about his intentions and has truly checked off most of my boxes, nice back and all.
All
In the
right.
past, I've been the type to see a dude that I was dating once a week max, and that was plenty. But now I actually want to see this guy often. No question, just an update. If you all are actually planning to do the Honesty Box update episode, I can't wait to see you both at LA at the team. Type it fast and take care, Brunch.
Oh,
I love an update.
I do too. Congrats, sis, on your new boo thing. I'm excited that things are going well. I mean, it's just great. I think it's super dope. I love dating people that you actually love to spend time with. That is such a win, because a lot of times, you know, this is what the Lord is kind of breaking me from being kind of all hemmed up in the superficial. Like, I love his sneakers. And look what kind of car he drive, or like, I like the way he dressed, to really being into who people are as people and having awesome conversation. It's like substantive and or silly or whatever I want it to be. So it's dope to kind of like have that kind of companionship and partnership. So we're happy for you, sis.
Amen.
We love that.
I'm glad that and I love that you were able to check in with yourself and see, you know, like, you know, is this a me thing? Is this a you thing? And so that's super important. Okay. All right. Hey, big sisters I've never met. I found you guys' show in the midst of my transition and self-reflection. And it's been an uplifting experience, I cannot read today. Uplifting, entertaining support system I never knew I needed. Also, thank you for the put on with Kapari deodorant. I love it.
Yes,
Me
girl.
too.
Smelling like a Tahitian tree.
Smelling like a Vita Coco. Hello, Jade and Keia. I hope you all are blessed and your melanin is moisturized. It is actually quite greasy right now. To get everyone up to speed, I was the question from the friend intervention episode. My friend was sleeping with a married man and wouldn't accept that he was playing her, and I questioned whether we could be friends or not.
Lord.
I want to thank you all for the advice you gave me and also tell you what has transpired in the last couple of months. Shortly after the episode aired, the situation blew up in my friend's face. She was put out there and the wife found out, and she was told some hard truths about the situation. I ruined her reputation and even caused her to fall into depression, and sadly, she focused her irritation at me and even accused me of putting her out there, something I would never ever do. It caused us to end our friendship because she was more willing to believe the lies this man told her than the truth of our friendship and the truth of what he was doing. 2 months went by and she reached out, and I'm happy to say that we are truly in a good place. One of you said that I had to decide that ending it might not fix the issues at hand, and she saw when it was all said and done that our friendship was something not worth losing. She's no longer seeing that bastard, and she's taking care of her mental health, and she's in a beautiful place. I'm glad that through it all, I was able to get my friend back and also gain some great insight from you all. Really and truly, I listened to that part over and over and got everything I needed and more. Thank you.
Oh, yay.
I love that.
I'm so glad.
I love that.
Sometimes I just hope that, you know, we be saying things that are useful.
Whew, especially me. All right. And we've got one more for the evening. Honesty Box update, Angela Bassett and Waiting to Exhale. Oh, grace and peace, Keia and Jade.
Hey.
I love y'all so very much. Okay, I don't know how you spelled Keia, sis, but let me just tell you, it's Keha. She spelled your name Keha.
You know what? That's so crazy, because I think somebody was tweeting me the other day. Or maybe I saw this email. I remember tweeting like, "Why would someone call me Keha?" It's okay, sis.
Keha.
Keha.
Keha. Grace and peace, Keha and Jade. I love y'all so very much. Keha, I stand as a witness to your proclamation.
Please.
I can't stop.
You have to stop.
I'm not making fun of you.
Yes, you are.
I am. It's Keia. Keia, I stand as a witness to your proclamation that adulting is a whole scam. I want Jade to know that I sing with her every week in the keys X, Y, and Z, so now I don't feel so bad. We got range, sis. We do. Us, and we sing better than Keha. If you will recall, my Honesty Box was a lengthy one. My apologies. I was in distress at the time. In my letter, I'd said that my husband had up and left for London. Well, shortly thereafter, I found out why.
Oh.
He went to see his second wife.
Dang!
Whom he married 2 years prior.
Whoa!
But before I found out about the wife, I was made aware of his side chick. Needless to say, everything came to a complete halt. The moments that followed were difficult to say the least, I'm sure. This was a trial like nothing I've ever experienced. To say I was heartbroken would be an understatement. My confidence was shaken, if I'm going to be honest. I cried from July when everything came out until December. January rolled around, and by mid-month, the divorce was final. I was standing still on my timeline of life. When I looked back, I saw missed opportunities and broken dreams. When I looked at my current position, I saw my empty nest. My children are grown and all, but one is out of the house, and another one will be gone in a hot minute. When I look forward, all I see is darkness. Am I scared? Hell yeah. But somewhere deep down, I hear the tune of This Little Light of Mine. So I'm just going to let the little light I've got left to shine on and light my new path.
Shine.
I'm going to therapy and doing things new by myself and making it my business to smile and be grateful. I'm still standing, breathing, and healing, as well as laughing loudly with y'all every single week.
Yes.
Thank you both for creating a safe space for Black women to vent and glean wisdom from each other. Thank you. Oh,
bless your precious little heart, beloved.
I'm sorry that you dealt with all of that. I know that was a punch to your gut.
That is something.
And it's heartbreaking, especially when you find out things that devastating. But I'm so glad that you're taking the proper and necessary steps to get yourself together, to get yourself mentally and emotionally healthy. I think that's so dope, and I think that's a note that we can all share and we can all take something from. And I hope that I think that this is just a nice timing based off of our conversation last week with Adama.
Mm-hmm.
And how important self-care is and making sure that our mental and our emotional and all of that is intact. Because if it's not, we're going to fall apart right at the seams. So, yeah, I'm really glad. I'm glad to hear your update. I think that that's really brave of you to be able to take those necessary steps to get yourself in a good place.
Thank you so much for sharing. And I'm
absolutely.
Keep on growing, sis, because let me tell you something. I don't know what it's gonna be, but this story, like all that life that you just lived, it's gonna be something that's gonna help somebody at some point. So
absolutely. And fuck that nigga. I hope his dick falls off.
Over there in London town.
In London town, I hope what do they call it? I hope your banger falls off.
Is that what they call it?
They call it bangers and mash. That's sausage and potatoes.
Oh.
So I hope your banger falls right off. I hope that I hope it gets caught in a touch of spotted dick.
Oh.
And that's a real delicacy over there. And I hope it gets burned with hot fish and chips. That's what they call it, right? Fish and chips grease. Anyway, but sis, I hope your light continues to shine. And that is going to wrap up our kitchen table this week because it's late. And this is our makeup episode.
Yes, we don't want to hold you guys. We just wanted to give you something this week. And just, last week was heavy. We got lots of great information from Adama.
Mm-hmm.
This week we wanted to kind of keep it light for our own health and sanity and wellness, as well as, just kind of continue to diversify what we offer you.
Absolutely. So thank you all for continuing to write in to Gettin Grown Podcast at gmail.com. Now, because people stay sending messages asking what the email is to write in.
Oh, okay.
Even though it is. Please listen to me clearly.
I don't get those. People don't ask me all the time.
They ask me all manners of things.
It is in the description box.
It's in the description box every single week. Okay. I make sure, and then Keia confirms it.
Yes,
so it's there every week. All of the contact information. The email is there. gettingrownpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear more of your Honesty Box updates. So continue to let us know what's going on. I really like the little updates we had today. So that left me in a good place.
All right.
Hum Nutrition is all about making you look and feel your best. Each specific supplement packs a combo of potent ingredients designed for specific aims like clearer skin, boosted energy, or fuller hair, and is backed by clinical results. Hum focuses on preventing concerns in long-term care and repair, not damage control and covering up. I mean, hello. Their inside-out approach to beauty goes beyond a skincare regimen alone to give you great results. Hum's products are sustainably sourced, non-GMO, and free of soy, gluten, artificial colors, and preservatives. Plus, there's lots of vegan options. Try supplements like the Daily Cleanse, Hair Sweet Hair Growth Gummies, Uber Energy, and more. And if you aren't sure what you need, go to humnutrition.com/get_started to take a quiz and get personalized recommendation from Hum's team of registered dietitians. To make things even easier, Hum offers a monthly vitamin subscription that's affordable, flexible, and convenient. So I really love Hum because they do focus on the inside out. And you know that your health, if you want your hair to be healthy, if you want your skin to be healthy, if you want your nails to be healthy, that actually starts internally. So I love that Hum has specific targeted supplements that help you with whatever needs that you have. And I know that the Hair Sweet Hair Growth is definitely helping me with strengthening my hair, as well as the Daily Cleanse is keeping my skin looking wonderful and dewy. Go to humnutrition.com/get_started for your personalized recommendations and get 20% off your purchase with code GROWN. That's humnutrition.com/get_started and code GROWN.
Honestly, truly.
All right. Our honesty box is here and hot and ready to go.
I'm nervous.
No, I don't think it's that hot, actually. Hey, Jade and Keia, I've been listening to your podcast for about 6 months. I love what you guys are doing to let women know you are not alone while getting grown.
That's it.
No, we're not. My name is Tanya. I'm 25 years old, and after high school, I decided to get a job instead of going to college. My mom pushed and pushed to change my mind about college. Unfortunately, I thought it was a waste of money and time. Now I'm 8 years into my job, and I haven't moved up in the company as I plan to. The higher-ups are really competitive about holding their positions. They really don't want to mentor or show the ropes to younger people. I kind of just feel like I'm doing the same thing without any real growth. I'm tired of working for someone. I want to go back to school now to find my real purpose. I talked to my mom about quitting my job to go to school full-time. She doesn't think I should quit my job, but do both. But I don't think I can handle both. What do you suggest I do? I can't retire because I don't meet age recommendations, but whatever I've saved from my fund, I can take. Sorry so long. Love, Tanya.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know that I've never not worked while in school.
Same.
I work different hours. Like when I was a full-time student, I was working part-time. And then there were definitely times where I was a full-time student and working full-time. Mm-hmm. So I guess I'm saying all that to say, I don't know that it has to be an either or. Is there any potential way that you can figure out how it could be a both and, in that you can find a way to take classes, but work? And that may be something that you can, if you think through, do some research about like policies at your own office and see if they would be willing to negotiate like you working part-time in lieu of just quitting altogether. Or you can start to look for part-time positions at your school, or not at your school, but just part-time positions, so that you can manage that way. If, just going down to part-time hours at your job is not possible or feasible. I don't know that I would tell you to quit altogether, because I just feel like jobs are such that now I don't know if any of us should just go around just quitting them all willy-nilly.
Especially the job you have with the benefits and so forth.
And that retirement, I wouldn't, I'm learning more about wealth building. And the money that we put away for retirement now doesn't seem like a lot as we're putting it away. But the longer that you leave it alone, the more it will grow. So I'm really reticent to tell you to just kind of like take your money and live on it now, versus you continuing to work part-time and having some kind of income and taking classes, in addition to. So I think I would side with your mom and say that there are ways that you can figure out how to do both. And there are ways that you can kind of ease your way into that. So I'm not telling you to kind of work full time and take 5 classes. No. More than I'm telling you to just like work part time and take 3 or take 2. To just really for the first semester to kind of just do a test run to see how things go. I think that way you can make more informed decisions as you gain more information about what kind of student you are and what you need to succeed.
You'd be surprised too if you go have a conversation with a supervisor, and I'm not saying this is the case every time, so don't quote me, but I have seen many circumstances where when you have conversations with HR, higher ups, your supervisor, what have you, there are a lot of companies that are flexible with people going back to school and getting their education, and they'll work with you in different ways, whether it be your schedule or what have you, to make sure that you're able to get those things done. So I kind of agree with your mom. I agree with Keia. I don't want you to exhaust yourself. I don't want you to take on a full time semester or what have you each semester. But at the same time, I don't think you should just like up and just get rid of your resources and those good benefits you got going on over there.
Yeah, man. Not under this administration.
Nope.
We need to be, like we was talking about before, securing the bag is not just about getting the bag, but keeping the bag that you already got.
That's it.
Okay? So keep that safe. Keep it near and dear to your heart.
But it is dope that you're going back to school. I think that's super commendable. And, also keep us updated on that and your graduation and so forth and so on. But thank you for writing in. You can continue to send your honesty box questions to, once again, Gettin Grown Podcast at gmail.com, which will always be in the description box, the show notes, whatever they're called on your phone.
Okay.
And with that being said, let's move on to these peeves de petty.
Finally.
And I want to be very responsible of the things I say to my sister, because everybody know I can be real petty. P-E to the T-T-Y, honey.
All right, y'all. Let's get petty.
Ooh.
Petty, petty. You got so petty on me. Okay, guys. I know that they no longer teach phonics in schools. And I feel like I am living with the implications of that national policy decision because day to day, I'm just confronted with people who mispronounce my name. And, that's just ironic that that was today's honesty box, because I have been holding on to this petty peeve for a couple of days now, because I'm just getting to a point where people just say anything. They look at my name and literally just say anything that comes to their mind. And, there's just such a lack of humility about being wrong. They then try to campaign or try to convince me that my name is spelled incorrectly, right? So one young lady insisted upon calling me Taika, right? And I was just like, so what struggles? So where I'm struggling with that is that the E is actually after the K. So I'm trying to figure out how you might think that my name could be Taika, because that's just not it. It's just not. There's just no way around that. And
Taika, she was the girl.
It's just not it. And, we've talked about the Y in my name many, many times, but obviously, evidently it bears repeating. So the Y, A-E-I-O-U are vowels, sometimes Y, right? A-E-I-O-U and sometimes Y. So the Y can function as both consonant and vowel. In my name, the Y is a vowel, right? So, people will see my name and say Keia. And it's an honest mistake, so I don't get upset. But if I correct you and then you like squint and be like, but why? Like, you know, why is your name like, you know, it's Keia. Like it could be Keia. And I'm like, it could be, but it's not.
It could be, but it's not.
Right. So, and then, you know, I've been literally, it happened to me twice this week where someone will like question me about my name and the way that it's spelled. Like I decided to spell it this way, right? Either way, I'm okay with it. We're here now. But I'm also okay with letting you know that Y's being vowels can sometimes, you know, that means that they have multiple sounds. So, you know, I went back and forth with this guy at the subway, right? He looked at my debit card and pronounced my name wrong. And then, you know, when I corrected him, he was just like, but I mean,
but nothing.
And I'm like,
nigga,
but nothing. I'm telling you that this is what my name is. And I'm like, all right, so let me help you. So I'm like, so do you say like typical? No, you say typical. Do you say mythical? Do you say that's a myth? No, you say that's a myth. Right? Do you say symphony? No, you said it's a symphony. Why? All of those Y's are vowels, which means that they don't have that hard Y sound, but it's more of like an apostrophe even. So my name is not an exception to that rule. So my name is Keia. Like you almost don't even, it's like, it could be an apostrophe. Like you can just glaze right over that Y. You don't got to hang on it. And I should not have to teach you a phonics class in order for you to understand the way that I told you my name was pronounced. And it's not your place, white man, to look me in my face and tell me that my name is pronounced wrong. You don't get to ask me, did I ask you why your name was Chad? No. You told me that your name was Chad. I see it there printed on your name tag, sir. And I don't say that your name is not Chad, it's Cad. I don't say that.
Why is your name not Kahad?
Right. Like I don't say that to you. So why do you feel like it is then your place to question me about the name that has nothing to do with you? Or how you feel about it is of no consequence to me. So,
Siéntate, Grandpa.
Please keep your opinions to yourself. Much like Kim Burrell. When you don't have nothing to say nothing. That's all.
It's so funny that that's your petty peeve this week because it's right on a similar vein of mine. Told you all we had the dopest dinner party this weekend in DC. It was lovely. It was wonderful. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
Posted pictures and, you know, everybody who attended was really happy. And then some asshole who was tagged, we don't even know who this nigga is, was tagged in a picture like, because we said we were going to come to Philly. Yes, that's right. We're going to come to Philly. Ooh. You know, we're just trying to figure out a secure date, but it's happening. And that's our next city. We've already made the decision.
Nice.
So we said we're going to come to Philly. So somebody from Philly tags their dry ass friend in the post and says, hey, we got to go to this when they come, like gives a little breakdown. And this person goes, well, I need to look at the other food pictures because these little fried balls ain't exciting me.
What? Are they talking about those delicious jambalaya croquettes?
The jambalaya croquettes that were so creamy and moist on the inside and topped with that delicious remoulade? Yes.
Why
that's what
in the world?
About.
You know, sometimes people who eat out of cans all the time.
Sis, that is why I said you cannot trust niggas who grew up on Tyson's chicken nuggets and voila pasta bags.
Voila. I don't even know what that is.
That's them pasta bags with them little spiral pastas and chicken and broccoli and shit in it.
My grandma was not with it.
You don't talk to me when you grew up on stovetop and beefaroni because I don't care what you have to say. I too grew up on beefaroni, but not as my Sunday dinner. So your opinion is null and void. You ketchup on mac and cheese ass nigga. Nobody cares about anything that you have to say. And you keep your dry ass opinions to your dry ass self because my balls were not dry, but yours are.
Ooh.
And that's my petty peeve this week. Don't tag your little picky ass friends in my post if they ain't got nothing nice to say.
Tell them to take
their ass on somewhere. And that is it because the girl is it's a wrap for us. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap for you because I'm not
Keia
not going to bed tonight.
Travel early in the AM. Listen, I need you to go to bed tonight, sis. That's not. I
don't really know that I can. I have a lot to do, but either way, ladies, gentlemen, we really appreciate you guys for checking us out. We appreciate your patience this week. We know the show's a little short and a little shoddy, but we just wanted to give you something because I don't want to just be out here like, you know, half-assing this job. We're doing the best we can. Thank you for your patience. Hopefully you got a laugh, a chuckle, a giggle
Of course.
out of our foolishness and carrying on. Continue to support my sis at these dope dinner parties. We can't wait to come and kick it with you in LA.
Support my sis for LA.
Yeah,
Get
man.
your last tickets.
Oh, and by the by, just as a point of information, Gettin Grown is officially 2 years old.
We are.
Happy birthday to us. Whoa. What's crazy is I be at work or like in Target or just like in the store and I'll just do that. And it's so strange now.
No, I do it all the time.
Oh my God, I was pumping gas. I was pumping gas today and got out of the car. Like, I was like, it's cold out here. I was at the gas pump like, it's so cold out here. Like, why am I singing that? Like, what an idiot.
Because you're black and half. My coworker asked me something and I was like, no.
What a loser. No.
I never will. I will never stop.
I just don't know when I started doing that, but like Crystal does it too.
We all do.
We were on FaceTime or something the other day. She was playing Mario Kart with Asante. She was just like, I'm beating your ass in this game. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why are we singing it?
Everything. We literally sing everything. He was like, can I have a no?
One day we're going to not be ridiculous.
Sometimes adulting is being ridiculous because you're so boggled down by the mundane things of everyday life that you need to have foolish moments. And I don't feel bad about it.
Don't, sis. Do not. Okay. We love y'all.
Do.
And continue to drink your water and mind your business, Kimberell, and moisturize. Why, sis?
Because your black will cry. Black will cry if you're anything like your black will crack if you're anything like Kimberell. Instead, be like Fantasia.
Moist.
Bye.
Fantasia would be like, oh my gosh, we should like totally get off of the internet because
Fantasia would be like, bah!
She'd be like, yes. She'd be like, yes,
Kimberell.
Okay, I got to go because we are
bye, y'all.
Rambling.
We're being foolish.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.